Satish, sir, I would like to start with you. How did the Tamil version of Hostel Days happen to you, Engga Hostel?
Ah, like, I was approached first by TVF. Actually, I've been a fan of TVF for a long time. TVF, I watched all the shows, but and I watched Hostel Days a long back. So, uh, long back in the sense, some months back. So while watching the show itself, I was as we watch every TV show or a movie, we think of how did work out if it was like a Tamil film or a Hindi film or a Malayalam film, Telugu film. We always have that idea how would that film work over here. So when Hostel Days came out, I was like, since I'm also an engineering graduate and I used to be at the hostel all the time, I was like, okay, how could this be? How would this be like a Tamil series? It was like a unconscious thought in my head. So when TVF came to me with this offer, it was like a surreal experience. Like, okay, is this really happening to me? I didn't want to miss this opportunity at all. But then they were like very TVF was very accommodating. They wanted to do a pakka Tamil adaptation. They just wanted to retain the essence of the show and do a fresh Tamil adaptation. I would use the word. Actually, the word reboot would be the ideal word. The reboot would be the ideal word. The Hostel Days are Tamil reboot version. So, and the Tamil adaptation, it included a lot of interesting characters over here that I saw in my college days and people would relate to. For example, a girl coming from Bombay to study engineering in Chennai. She doesn't know how to speak in Tamil, and half Malayali, half Tamil guy, and a northeastern guy who speaks fluent bad words in Tamil. So all these characters got placed, and after that, our story started developing organically, and even the conflicts rose up, and to make our show even more rooted. We added a few characters over here that are very much seen in all the engineering campuses to make the show much more relatable to the Tamil audience.
Super. Sayakta, you've been doing short films, ads, and commercials from a long time, maybe like I think since 2015, and you've bagged a real lead role in the series. How excited are you for this one, and how was your journey?
I am super excited, like extremely excited, and this journey has been. I've had to be very patient about this journey, wait for the opportunities to come, and a lot of times it'll come really close and then it'll fall apart for whatever reason. It won't have worked out. But this particular one, I remember when I was first approached for it, saying, would you be interested in, without much details, with something like this? So I had no idea what it was, but I just had creative from TVF who asked me, would you be interested? I was actually working on a different project, and then it came back a couple of weeks later, but this time it was a lot harder to actually get the role. I remember I sent in multiple rounds of video auditions from multiple locations to both I went to the office, I sent self-tapes to both the direction team and to the TVF team. And I had a couple of people that were rooting for me that I really, really appreciate. So until the very end, that I was on set the day before, where they were like, you are confirmed and you're in, I was like at the edge of the seat being like, I want this. I want to be Ahana. I want to do this. So when it actually happened, it was a very nice, it felt like the work that I've been putting in is finally coming to fruition. It's finally coming. I'm seeing the results of it. So it's been a very exciting, very fun journey with the whole team, with the sort of story that we're doing. And I'm really excited for day after.
Amazing. Saranya, how was your experience working with Sathish sir and the entire cast of Engga Hostel?
Yeah. Can I speak in Tamil?
Yeah. a little bit. If you can just mix it, would be great.
Yeah. ஆக்சுவலி எனக்கு இது வந்தப்போ நான் நினைச்சேன் நான் இது பண்ண போறேனா அப்படின்னு தான் நான் வந்து சாம்க்கு தெரியும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டே வந்து நாங்க உட்கார்ந்துட்டு இருக்கோமோ ஐ ஆஸ்க் ஸ்ரீராம் ஒருத்தர் இருக்காரு ப்ரொடக்ஷன்ல, இது நான் தான் பண்றேனா, ஆனா டூயிங் திஸ் ரோல் அப்படின்னு கேட்டுட்டே இருந்தேன். ஏன்னா வரைக்கும் அதை நம்பவே முடியல. அதுக்கு நிறைய ஷார்ட் லிஸ்ட் பண்ணி வச்சிருந்தாங்க. ஒரு லிஸ்ட் வாஸ் தேர். நான் வந்து இந்த ராஜாரோல் நானா அப்படின்னு ஒரு டவுட் இருந்தது. டைரக்டர் கால் மீ டு தி ஆஃபீஸ். ஐ மெட் ஹிம். அவரு வந்து எக்ஸ்பிளைன் இப்படிலாம் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லும் போது அப்படியா, அப்போ வரைக்கும் ஐ ஹேட் அ டவுட், நான் தான் பண்ண போறேன். அண்ட் அப்புறம் ஃபைனலி நான் தான் பண்ணப்புறம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டே ஷூட் அப்பலாம் I was very happy. Okay, finally இந்த ராஜா கேரக்டர் நம்ம தான் பண்ண போறோம். I didn't get any break because I have done more than 100 and something short films, area of films lah, but throughout screen space இருக்கிற மாதிரினா சதீஷ் சார், I would like to thank you. நிஜமாவே நிறைய சொல்லணும். ஏன்னா என்ன ட்ரைலர் பார்த்துட்டு எவ்வளவு பேர் தெரியுமா, நான் என்ன ஒருத்தர் சொன்னாரு, நீ சினிமா வந்ததுக்கு சத்தியமா இந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் நீ சந்தோஷப்படும் ஐ ஸ்வேர் சொன்னாரு. ஏன்னா ட்ரைலர்ல இவ்வளவு சீன்ல நான் எவ்வளவு வாட்டி தெரியுமா அந்த ட்ரைலர் இந்த டிவில போட்டு பார்த்தேன். எனக்கு தான் தெரியும் வந்து இப்போ லாஸ்ட் 5 to 6 daysல பார்த்து பாஸ் பண்ணி இது இப்படி நான் வந்து பார்த்தேன். ஸோ எனக்கு ரொம்ப ஹாப்பி. அண்ட் எனக்கு ஒரு டைம் வந்து காலேஜ் லைஃப்ல போயிட்டு வந்த மாதிரி இருந்தது. ஷீ இஸ் வெரி ஸ்வீட். சாம் வந்து எப்படின்னா, நான் நினைச்சேன் கோ ஆக்டர்ஸ் கூட ஒர்க் பண்றது லைக் இப்படி நான் ஒர்க் பண்ணதுல இவ எது கேட்டாலும் ரொம்ப கூலா காமா. நான் நிறைய நாள் தூக்கத்துலதான் இருப்பேன், ஆனா இவ ரொம்ப ஆமா எல்லாமே பசங்களும் சரி தேவர் ஒரு ஃப்ரெண்டு மாதிரி ட்ரீட் பண்ணாங்க. சார் பத்தி ஒரு விஷயம் சொல்லணும், அவங்க ரொம்ப ஃப்ரீடம் கொடுப்பாங்க. அவங்க பண்றதா இப்படிதான் பண்ணு கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. ஆர்டிஸ்ட்க்கு ஃப்ரீயா உங்களுக்கு என்ன வருதோ யூ கேன் டூ, நீங்க பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னு ஒரு ஃப்ரீடம் கொடுப்பாங்க. அவங்க அங்க மானிட்டர்ல இருந்து பார்க்கும்போது நான் சாரோட ஃபேஸ் தான் பார்ப்பேன். சார் மானிட்டர் பார்த்துக்கும் சாரோட ஃபேஸ் ஓகே ஹாப்பி ஏதாவது சூப்பர் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு எனக்கு ஹாப்பியா இருக்கும். ஓகே நம்ம சம்பவம் எங்கேயோ வந்து இது பண்ணிருக்கோம்னு சொல்லி ஹாப்பியா இருக்கும். ஸோ ஓவரால் இந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் வந்து வெரி க்ளோஸ் டு மை ஹார்ட் ப்ராஜெக்ட். I'm looking forward to see like இன்னும் எப்போ ஃப்ரைடே வரும்னு சொல்லிட்டு நான் வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். Yes.
Nice. Dravid, how was your experience working with Sathish sir personally and the entire cast here?
Yeah, actually, the thing is like Sathish sir used to tell me a lot. The main thing he tells me is that Dravid, you were the first guy to get casted in this web series. You were the first confirmed guy, So he used to repeat it like that was a big motivation for me. Like when sir wrote a character, he was like defined like this is going to be done. I want like Sathish to share his experience on that thing alone. After some time, okay. So the thing is, the whole project was like really fun filled. I relived the moment when I was in hostel, when I was studying. So whatever the scenes we are like shooting in the web series was actually happened to myself. Like I have been experienced the hostel life for most of my life. Like from 6th standard I have been studying in hostel. So it was like a fun ride. Actually I have to appreciate the guys who are around me, like the co-stars, Samyuktha, Raja, Sachin, Avinash, Chen. So everyone who has acted in this, they felt we felt it like it was a real gang actually. It was a whole gang doing fun in a hostel that has been shot with a camera and directed by Sathish. So he let us what we can do, what we do actually. He just come up with and say that this is the out I want. Just play it with your way. I will just capture it. So the style itself, it's very different. And
everything's very natural. You're saying.
Yeah, he didn't come. He just don't. If he panics and all, if the shot goes for the next take, he just coolly come and say, "Nothing to worry. This is so. It's enough. It's enough. I can get it. I can take it." He will just give you some words that will like boost you in shoots and shot. So thanks for that, sir. But it really worked well, very well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice. Samyuktha, you're also a theatre artist. How does working on a web series differ from your previous experience?
So it's very different. The whole theatre experience is where I started being an actor, where I started acting. and there's the very obvious differences of being on stage versus being on camera. You don't get to do retakes in theater. Once you're on stage and you do something, that's it. It's out there. Then there's also the pro of that is you have instant feedback from the audience, so you know what's working, what's not, and it's a feeling that always makes me feel very alive to get on stage and feel the lights on you and the do or die moment sort of thing. So on the other side on screen, you have the chance to, if there's a mistake, you can change it. If as long as you're not going to make mistakes constantly, but if it's a couple of takes, you can change it. It's a completely different vibe. I have so much love for both the mediums, and I think personally for me, they feed into each other. Like I learn from one and I apply to the other. I learn from one and I apply to the other. What I love about being on camera and is that it catches everything. There's nothing that's gonna be missed. Like as far as the sort of acting training that I've come from is, even if you're not in the frame, you still have to act. You still have to do it, because either your co-actor is dependent on it, or there's another angle that's set for you, or you might come up with something that wasn't there in the script. And to see, I know I used to take these pictures of what I see from this side from my point of view versus what you see. And it's just magical how that completely changes, and the amount of work that goes into every single shot. Personally, for me, I think starting in theater was the best decision, because that's where I got my confidence. That's where I got the thing of, this is how I'm going to do this. And I was comfortable in getting into the skin of a character. And I love both. I really do enjoy doing both. And in this particular case, coming from a sort of theater background where it's an ensemble thing, where you work with other actors and you're constantly feeding off of each other, Engga Hostel had that vibe where we all needed each other. We needed the connections with each other. We needed the off-screen time together to have that bond. You can't go and it's not easy to just fake a bond that is as special on screen. So it felt a little, in that sense, spending all that time together did feel like a family that comes with theatre production. So it's best of both worlds.
Nice. Sathish sir, tell us about your experience shooting for Engga Hostel, and did you make this series keeping in mind the Hindi audience?
No, it's made for, it's not specifically for any audience, I would say. It's adapted to the Tamil sensibilities, but the conflicts and the problems you see are universal. Maybe the sensibilities are more rooted for the Tamil audience, but the conflicts and the problems and the bonding you see on screen is very universal. Any person staying anywhere in the world would relate to it. Relate to it. Now that's how.
About it, I remember it was in our caravan with Saranya and one of the other actors at the girls' hostel and Sachin. There's this one moment where we did not stop laughing at that for 2 days. When Saranya, I think you'll remember when we tried to play a prank on Pujita and tried to scare. It was so that those moments were really special. And I remember when there was this one time where I had actually finished shooting. I had finished my part, but I was ready to stay for the rest of the day. So I was like, you know what? I'll stay for longer. I told Sir, and Sir just looks at me. He's like, "What a call sheet முடிஞ்சிச்சே ஏன் இன்னும் இங்க இருக்க?" And I'm like, "இல்ல சார் பார்க்கலாம் எப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கலாம்." And I realized the shoot's going to go on for much later. And I'm like, "Sir, நான் கிளம்புறேன்." முடியாது. சொன்னல decision பண்ணிட்டேன். You will stay here, you will sit next to me, you will watch the whole shoot. That's what I ended up doing. So it's a very fun, lively sort of vibe that we created that we did enjoy.
Right.
Yeah.
Saranya, I would like to ask you a similar question.
Yes.
Is there any funny incident or is there any BTS you would like to share with us? Is there any memory you would like to share with us from Engga Hostel shooting?
Yeah, second day shooting, I think so. தூக்கம் I got so sleep. It is very important scene, but I was ஒரு மாதிரி தூக்கம் வர ஃபீலிங் சார் வந்து சரண்யா நீங்க போங்க போய் போற ரெஸ்ட் எடுத்து ஐஸ் கியூப்ல வச்சுட்டு வாங்க நான் மறுக்க ஐ ஓன்ட் அது சார் இல்ல சார் நான் இல்ல சரண்யா யூ ஆர் லுக்கிங் வெரி டல் ஆன் தி ஸ்க்ரீன் ஜஸ்ட் போங்க போய் ரெஃப்ரெஷ் ஆயிட்டு ஜஸ்ட் கம் அப்புறமா வில் ஷூட் சார் சொல்லிட்டு எனக்கு அது லைஃப்ல இப்ப நினைச்சா கூட இல்ல தூங்க வச்சு ஓகேமா டைம் எடுத்துட்டு வாங்கவா சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு 1 hour கூட டைம் கொடுத்தாங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அகெயின் வந்து ஷூட் பண்ணோம். அது நான் எப்பயுமே இது மாதிரி எனக்கு எந்த ஷூட்லயுமே நடந்தது இல்லை சார். தேங்க்யூ சார் எனக்கு ஒரு 1 hour டைம் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். பட் அது ரொம்ப எனக்கு பயங்கரமா இருந்தது. அண்ட் எப்பவுமே நாங்க எல்லாரும் லஞ்ச் சாப்பிடும்போது வேற லெவல்ல இருக்கும் அது. யா தட்ஸ் இட். அண்ட் சார் கூட ஒர்க் பண்றதுல ஒரு விஷயம் என்ன அப்படின்னா எனக்கு ஷூட்ல ஒரு டவுட் இருந்துட்டே இருந்தது. அதை நான் என் லைஃப்ல அதுவும் ஒரு விஷயம் இது நம்ம கரெக்டா பண்ணுமான்னு எனக்கு இருக்கும். அவங்க எல்லாம் கூலா இருப்பாங்க, நான் கடைசி வரைக்கும் டவுட்லயே சுத்திட்டு இருப்பேன். அது இந்த எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Dravid, if you would like to share one incident, any specific one, if you would like to share.
Yeah, it was a night shoot actually. Sorry, you just
Yeah.
I'm doing good. Yeah, it was a night shoot actually. It was 2 a.m. call sheet. There is a scene where me and Gautam will be sleeping over a cot, and Ajay's shot close up has been taken. And the shoot is going on. I've been like my scene is actually I have to sleep. Literally, I gone sleep. There was a snoring sound coming from the set. Everyone was searching for where this sound was coming from. So I just left from the set. So that was the funny thing, I think. Like, so everyone looked at me, and I just woke up and why are you guys looking at me? I just pretended I didn't sleep and all. The guys they caught me red-handed, like I have been sleeping. So that's the funny thing I just got in the show. Like the whole set will be more funny when you go for a lunch, when you go get a break. So when you come late, so everything will be made fun of, because when you are with the friends, so the whole thing will get into a fun mood. Whatever the serious situation may be, it will be like sorted in a funny way. Actually, how that is how directors handles it, I think.
Yeah, nice.
ஷார்ட்டுக்கு கூப்பிட்டுக்கவே மாட்டாங்க. உடனே இப்ப சாம் தெரியும் கால், பட் நாங்க எல்லாம் சாம் உன்னதான் கூப்பிடுறாங்க அப்படி மாத்தி பிராங்க் பண்ணி கூப்பிடாதவங்க கூப்பிட்டாங்க. உனக்கு ஷார்ட் முடிச்சு சரி கிளம்பலான்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அப்படி வந்து யூஸ் டு பிராங்க் ஈச் அதர்.
Nice. Lastly, if you could just tell us about your future projects, everyone, Samyuktha, Saranya, Dravid.
Okay.
We can start with Samyuktha.
So there's a couple films in the pipeline. There's some smaller projects, none of which I can actually speak about until announced from the production house. So okay. I'm trying to not get in trouble for that. But there's some interesting stuff coming up, and ironically though, the last project that I shot for was Engga Hostel, and it is my first release. So one is the efficiency of the team has been great, but also I think it's a very nice, sweet way of how it's coming full circle, because this is a really nice project to be launched.
Nice, amazing, great to hear that. Dravid, if I can hear from you too, please.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the next season of Engga Hostel to be sure. So I'm eagerly waiting from the Amazon TV side, like directors is to call me for the next season. So apart from it, we from our team, Parida Bangal Productions, has been working on a movie. The announcement has been made a day before.
Nice.
Like a couple of days before. Yeah, that shoot has been going on now, and it will be coming with this year. Hopefully, we get a release.
Nice. Saranya, if I can hear from you too, please.
இரண்டாம் உலக போரின் கடைசிக்குழு டைரக்டர் அதியன் going to be director of film. So in that film I'm doing one role, dancing was wife character. நான் ஆல்ரெடி டைரக்டர் கிட்ட கன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணிட்டேன், you can சொல்லிக்கலாம்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க, அதனால இதை மட்டும் சொல்லிக்கிறேன். And சதீஷ் சார் இப்போ செகண்ட் சீசனும் எடுக்கணும், அதுல வந்து ராஜாவும் வந்து ஒரு அப்படி ரோல் வந்து பிளே பண்ணிக்கணும். அதான் இன்னொரு ஃபிலிம் ஐ ஒன்ட் அது சொல்லக்கூடாதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இன்னும் ப்ரொடக்ஷன் வந்து எதுவும் சொல்ல, கொஞ்சம் படங்கள் வெயிட்டிங் ஃபார் த upcoming release. Yes.
Okay. Satish sir, do you have anything else in pipeline? We know we are very much excited for Engga Hostel releasing this weekend. It's a long weekend. Everyone's gonna watch also. So what's other than Engga Hostel now?
Actually, I've completed another film. It's also awaiting release. Actually, it might come directly to OTT. So that's already done. And there's an upcoming, good coming up, because I have.
Are we expecting Engga Hostel second season soon?
Yeah, hopefully. That's where the conflict might come. I already have another project in the pipeline. So if season 2 is green lighted and should start soon, that's a very good problem for me to have.
Great. Thank you so much. All the best for your future projects, dear, and all the best for Engga Hostel. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel.